Style Media and Promotions, who's one of the premier media and promotion marketing companies that's out there right now. So I definitely want to show her some love for all the hard work that she's doing.
Thank you.
And the work that you put in, of course, looking for the new talent, man. Everybody don't have that patience to work with the new talent. So having somebody to work with the new talent is big. Well, this guy that we have right now on, he's not new talent.
He's not new talent, but he's a hustler.
He's definitely a hard working brother.
Yes, Lord.
I've been seeing him out there doing these things for a minute.
Yes.
And anybody that put in the time and the energy that this young gentleman has put in, I feel like he deserves some kind of a round of applause.
Yes, he do.
Because you know, there's a lot of people out there every day that fear chasing their dreams.
Right.
They will settle on life because they fear chasing their dreams. So when you got somebody that chase their dreams and put that much into it on an everyday basis, you feel what I'm saying? It's dope.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? It's dope.
Young Kinga is in the building, baby.
Young Kinga is in the building.
Yes.
Urban Uncut Music. Thank y'all for having me.
Urban Uncut Reloaded is the radio show.
Yes.
Music Exchange Radio is the station.
Yes, Lord.
Shout out to Restyle.
Shout out. Thank you so much.
We here, man. How you been?
I've been good. Everything been good, you know what I'm saying? I've just been grinding. You know, got the new album, Kinga vs. Reality. Shout out to all my supporters, you know what I'm saying? The fans have really been making it work. You know what I mean? Can't forget to mention, you know what I'm saying? The newest member of Savage Life, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the team already.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, that's new. That's good news.
Wait a minute. You try to
too fast.
you try to slide that in on us.
Exactly, baby. What's the news?
Yeah, you know, I can't really speak on too much, you know what I'm saying? We got under obligation, so you know.
Okay, but that's still big news.
But yeah, though, you know, that's some new information, so you know the news member of Savage Life. Shout out to Weber.
Okay, congratulations.
Breaking right here, Music Exchange Radio.
Yes, congratulations, boy. You know I'm happy. Don't do me that.
You know that.
I support Young Kinga 1,000. You already know what it's here for.
I started off on the road with Rich Style.
Yes, bless the mic, baby, all day.
You know what I'm saying? And she's still with us, so you know what I'm saying? I didn't know where I come from. I still support the local, you know.
That's big. That's big.
I be so excited when I hear good news like that. I swear, that just makes me, you know.
I know, I can tell though. I can really tell that that's genuine. That's genuine. Like,
for real.
You're like, that's genuine, you know.
Yeah.
Excitement. For some people may know you, some people may not. Of course, you're familiar to us, man. We got listeners all over the world. Of course, 45,000 downloads, 10,000 listeners weekly already. So for some of those listeners that's abroad, let's kind of bring them back, man. Tell them who you are, where you're from.
My name is Young Kinga. I go to Harders. I started off with the gang, Cloud Gang. Shout out to Young Guap, shout out to Smith, shout out to Dope Boy. They still doing their thing, you know that. You know what I mean? Shout out to M Family. They helped me with a little bit of the business side, you know what I'm saying? Helped me get a little bit of my organization right. And you know, I just been kind of like digging in the game, trying to get the paperwork and the business together, you know what I'm saying? Because all these artists, you know, one thing I got to tell you, if you ain't got the business together, you ain't getting paid.
Word. Man, you've actually had the opportunity to work with a lot of people here in the city.
Yeah.
I heard you mention Cloud Gang. I heard you mention M-Fam. Definitely recognizable names, notable names, doing big things and making it happen.
I done work with P. I done work with Young Boy.
For real?
Yeah. I got a lot of new music coming.
You got some new stuff coming?
Music coming, you know. So I took a little break for a little minute, you know what I'm saying? So I had to get back to the game because a lot of my work wasn't getting processed the way how I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? You let other people take care of your business.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So now that I'm taking care of my own business and doing it the way I'm supposed to, and like I said, shout out to Savage Life, you know what I'm saying, for taking that slack out my back, you know what I'm saying? So I'm doing it better.
That's what's up, salute. I'm so excited and so proud, for real.
So, I mean, talk a little bit about like what were some of the things or pivotal moments that made you transition from, you know, the way you was doing business before to the way that you do business now?
Man, you know, like the struggle, you know what I'm saying? You know, if you don't make money, it don't make sense. The things I was doing wasn't adding up. You know what I'm saying? And I got a lot of friends all over, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, in Texas and Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, in North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? And I've been in Detroit, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rick Ross, you know what I'm saying, to Maybach Music, you know. And people know that, you know, I was signed with them for a little while. I did a little music with them, you know, when I was out there. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that was out there, you know what I'm saying? And it's like that. When you really coming from the ground, when you coming from nothing, and you trying to do things and it ain't adding up, sometimes you got to pick a different route. You know?
Right.
Hey, one of the things that I think is important, man, everything at Music Exchange Radio always about education and empowerment. A lot of people think that the music business is about, oh, you get a deal, everything is great, and life goes on happy ever after.
Nah,
you being a person that have been through several deals, you had to fight to get out of deals.
Right.
Yes.
Talk about that part of it a little bit, because most people don't make it through that. You know that,
They
right?
really don't.
Right.
They
You,
really
you
don't.
know 2 bad deals in is over, right?
Right.
A lot of artists, once they get their first deal or their first little bit of change, they go to percent of changing, you know what I'm saying? Like they get their first money to change. But one thing about the game is you gotta remain the same and stay humble, you know what I'm saying? And don't let numbers make a difference in your life, you know what I'm saying? Cause this how you sign your name on that paper, you know what I'm saying? You sign your name away. You know what I'm saying? I just heard today that young boy signed to the Illuminati. We don't know if it's true, but like I said, shout out to young boy. You can't believe what you hear. You know what I'm saying?
I don't believe any of that stuff I hear on the internet.
That's one reason why I be wanting to interview people, because I be wanting to hear out the horse's mouth. I hate the internet because you can't really believe what's going on the internet. It's so much different. You know what I'm saying? People say so many different things and you don't really want to believe it. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard not to believe. You feel me?
Talking about the new music, man. How much of an influence was you going through all of the different situations that you've been through on your music, right? Your new music that came out. Cause you like, I got a lot of new music, so a lot of times I think with artists, when they go through stuff, they go to the lab and like reprocess a lot of stuff. So I guess I'm asking, like, you know, how
life struggles, like life problems based on what we went through or what we going through, you know what I'm saying? And I got a lot of kids, so I got to put food in their mouth. So a lot of my music have to be successful. And if I feel like it's not successful or it's not a hit, I ain't do nothing. And if I can't do nothing, man, I can't put food on the table. That's how the game goes. You got to produce a hit to be able to produce money, to be able to produce to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, Free McMill, he fighting for something right now, you know what I'm saying? He one of the greatest, but that goes to show you even the greatest can be stopped, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta keep our head up, and all our young people wanna stick together, you know what I'm saying, and stop the violence in New Orleans, you know that.
Right.
Word, man. A lot of people talk about, we talk about the hip hop game all the time. Yeah. One of the things that I noticed you mentioned, you talked about being a father. Talk about how you balance being a father and your everyday life, like the stuff you gotta do.
It's hard.
With balancing being an artist too. Because a lot of people don't understand that side of it. Like, they see us on the radio or they see us in clubs and all this stuff, and they forget, like, you got a wife, you got a kid, you got other
stuff going on.
Right, so just talk about that balance a little bit.
What you really need, like, you know, when you got a good girl behind you, a good supporter, you know what I'm saying? So when she got your back, you know what I'm saying, and she understands what you're going through and when you done been there and what you're trying to do, she gonna really help you to get where you need to be. Before your kids, it's hard trying to leave your kids if I gotta leave them for a tour or anything, and they be like, well, Daddy, when you coming back, well, I'll be back while Daddy going to work. And even when you want to take them on a tour, you can't, because you know it get kind of rough, it get kind of dangerous. So, you know, and sometimes talking to them over a phone, you know what I'm saying, doing FaceTime, and if that makes them happy, I mean, sometimes that's what you have to do to make your child happy, to try to proceed to the next level, you know what I'm saying. And all my kids are happy, you know what I'm saying, they love what Daddy do, you know what I'm saying. I make music about them, I talk about them, and I can't live without them, you know what I'm saying. So what I do is, every time I make a song, I make sure that it's progressing nice, so whether my kids can provide for the next level for us, like they like that music, I like that, Dad, or Dad, I don't like that, or, you know what I'm saying, listen to the kids, because those are the next generation for us, your music, or who's going to be buying your music, or who's going to be purchasing your music, because if they don't like it, you know what I'm saying, I mean, nobody else will like it, everybody got different opinions, so that's how the game going. Balancing is the hardest thing that you can do between the artist and the father.
Word.
Really
I like the way you put that, and I could tell by the way that you went into depth with your answer that it's important to you. And for me, I ask questions like that because I think people have one image of the entertainment business, urban entertainment, hip hop, and stuff like that. And I just think it's important for the listeners to understand and know the different aspects of things. One of the other things that you mentioned, one of the other things that you mentioned that I thought was dope. You talked about having a strong support system and your girl at home and things of that nature. How do you handle that part of it? Because that's got to be a whole different part of it, right?
Yeah. What I do is, man, I really just gotta stay focused, So I just stay focused on what I'm doing, And right now it's really hard to stay focused because, like you said, when a lot of doors don't open, a lot of artists tend to give up when they get to the door because it's just not opening. Or they feel as though they're not making money, Even I done talked to some of the biggest artists, and they feel like that, like you have to pay for your shows to get in. And nobody don't pay for no shows to get in. So, if artists feel as though that they don't have to pay for a show, you're wrong. Some of the biggest, some of the hottest, some of the greatest artists still have to pay for their shows to be.
And this coming from an artist. Come on now.
I'm gonna break it down though because I think what it is, a lot of people don't understand. Like I can use myself. I'll use myself as an example. You feel what I'm saying? All right, we have the Music Exchange Radio platform. Of course, it's a pretty big platform right now. We also have the 2 FM radio stations. But what a person don't realize is that this is a business.
Right.
This is how I feed my kids.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I got $8,000 worth of bills every month that's gonna come regardless. You feel what I'm saying?
It's a business. You know what I'm saying? Besides, you know what I'm saying? They know they're not stupid.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
But what I'm trying to say is everybody pay their weight. Like you pay your weight. You have to come here every week. You do things to build your brand. You go buy business cards. You have to pay your weight. No one gives you the stuff to pay your weight. When DJ Movement wanted to DJ, he had to go buy some equipment.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? He had to do something.
And this is a platform provided to help you.
And
you know what I'm saying? Not us. It's to help you.
And I just think it's important. So when we explain this in a way, and especially to the youth, we explain it into a way that they understand it as it's not you paying for something that you shouldn't pay for. It's you're paying for media and marketing and to build your brand.
And right now,
you feel what I'm saying? Because if you don't build your brand, then you're not going to be able to sell the records that you want to sell, the merch that you want to sell, or any of those things.
Right.
So
promotion. That's why I be stressing so hard about promotion. You need promotion. You're not gonna get nowhere if you don't invest in promotion.
Right. It's
you
an
need
investment.
it. You can't just promote yourself.
Right. It's an investment and a flip.
And that's crazy because I can give you a real fact. Like I can give you a real fact. The majority, I want to say 75% of African American businesses fail because of the lack of marketing and advertisement, which is another word for promotions.
Exactly.
75% of African American businesses fail for lack of promotions.
Right.
So just I like that.
And that's what they fail to realize, baby. You need
I like to give
promotion.
people. I don't want to be fussing. We can move on to something else. I just want to give people like real life information.
No, I don't want to fuss at them because they need to be fussed at. They need to be fussed at because they need promotion all day. Yeah.
I look at it like all these platforms.
They need to be fussed at, baby, because a lot of people don't fuss at them.
And then
I'm gonna fuss at them.
I'm gonna come back and try to make it.
Yeah, make it a little better, but they need to be fussed at, baby.
I look at it like all these platforms is made by right now. The biggest game in it is distribution. So if an artist can go pay, you know what I'm saying, to see themselves or go see another artist, your distribution sales is how you make money. So if I pay my money for my music to being spent, I'm getting paid by BMI.
Exactly.
So you are getting paid.
Exactly.
You're going to pay your money.
Especially if you have your paperwork together.
You got your business together. You are getting paid.
Exactly. You get paid, baby. It's not a waste of time.
It's up to you to get out there and grind and hustle.
Tell them again, Kinga. Tell them.
And everybody on you. I mean, I didn't talk to some of the biggest people. You know what I'm saying? And they paying for promotion. Boosie paying for promotion.
Hello. Everybody got to pay for promotion.
And
they
like
got to get flyers made.
Out.
They got to. Kinga, tell them
it's
again, baby.
You know what I'm saying? You're digital right now, you know what I'm saying? Now,
I think Coca-Cola pay for promotion.
Everybody pay for promotion. They got to pay for commercials and everything. You heard me?
That's just the regular thing. moving on to like just moving on to the next thing. Of course, we understand that you know. I like the fact that you let people know from the ground up. You know what I'm saying, or what they should be doing. Shouts out to the boy Slim, man. He just walked in the building. I see you, boy.
Already.
Let's talk about another situation, man. Like making the moves that you made. Of course, you have the opportunity to travel with your music. How is it important to venture into other markets and to see how other people do things?
It is kind of hard trying to fit your brand in or trying to fit into the next level. But what you do is you just go and be yourself. You know what I'm saying? All real music, they're gonna love your music. And when you coming from the heart and when you really speak about the truth in your music, the world will love it. Only the ones who won't love it, the ones who not going through what you're going through and not feeling your pain.
Word.
But Kinga, tell the people, you have any shows coming up? Like,
Yeah. I got a show coming up April 15th. I got the show, you know what I'm saying? I just really been promoting that album, you know what I'm saying? The album been going good, you know what I'm saying? I changed my
what's the name of the album?
Kinga vs. Reality. Go get that. That's in stores now, you know what I'm saying? On all the platforms. I changed my platform to digital, and right now it's going good, you know what I'm saying? And it's like the streets changing, and a lot of people are really doing the CD things. And
You like the digital better?
Yeah. You know, that goes off what Style said, but for promotion, you know, you got to put your money where what you really believe in. If you believe in yourself and you believe in your music, you'll go to the internet sites and make sure that you're paying for your promotion to get what you got to get. And as long as your music is registered and you're good to go, you will be getting your check received.
Factory.
Yeah, I like the digital because I see the check coming.
Yeah.
See the check coming, I believe.
Yeah. And he's one of the artists that have everything in place, you know what I'm saying? I can appreciate that, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
From where you came from to where you are now, I love to see the progress.
And where can they get the album? Where can they download it at?
Go to the album on superunit.com, which is that'savagelife.com, you know what I'm saying? You can go get it on Superunit, you can get it on Reverb Nation, you can go get it on iTunes, you can get it on, you know, it's all
right,
over.
So let me put it out there. What's the name of the album?
Kinga vs. Reality.
Kinga vs. Reality. I need everybody out there to go.
Yes.
Look up, Google Kinga versus Reality.
Go
this
get that.
This young man right here, he really put in hard work. He just got a new deal. It's popping. We ain't gonna get too much into it, but
Super Unit. Shout out. I had to.
It's having show. We wanna. I hear people all the time, man, talking about our youth and what people doing and stuff like that, and we need to support. And I feel like this is the best way that we can support. I don't care if you listen to this kind of music or you don't listen to this kind of music.
Right.
It's not gonna hurt you to go and download Kinga versus Reality and stream it 1 or 2 times to help my man out. He's doing big things, making it happen. So definitely give it up for my man.
Give it up for young Kinga, baby. I am proud of you. I have to give you my words, cause
you know that.
Hey, I've been with you from day one. You know what I'm saying? Since I first met you, and I kept it 1,000. I'm still the same.
Keep it real.
And you always show me, you support me, anything I have going on, and I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So one thing, I'm behind you.
I can't wait till one of these artists that I was working with get the deal and come.
Yes.
Well,
For real.
No, you let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
This is important.
Okay, go ahead.
What? I said, I done seen a bunch of them get the deal. I can't wait till one of them come back, hit, and write me a check.
Right.
But I'm saying, that's cool. That's cool too, but I just want to see the win.
Right.
I want to see the win. I don't want you to just be doing